Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Sports Against the Grain. It's your boy. This video is going to be on Anthony Davis, your boy AD. First, I'm going to talk about his latest injury that he apparently suffered in the regular season, and then I'm going to get into the title in the thumbnail, which is about him not being appreciated enough in LA as a Laker. So, a few days ago, he had surgery on his right eye. His retina was detached on April 2nd. He was inadvertently elbowed in his eye by his teammate Daniel Gafford against the Atlanta Hawks. That wasn't enough for him to stop playing. He got 4 stitches. He came back in the game, finished the game with 34 points, and dropped the game winning bucket over the Atlanta Hawks. So he was playing with this eye injury, and it's very dangerous because it can affect your cognitive abilities in your brain long term if you don't get it repaired. It can really fog your vision, and in some cases, you can partially or fully go blind. So, prayers up for Anthony Davis. Uh, he should be back by training camp. They're saying that he'll be ready. I'm gonna get into that later on in the video. So I want to talk about his tenure with the Lakers. He was, in my opinion, underappreciated. Us real Laker fans, not LeBron fans. I'm talking Showtime Laker fans, as well as Kobe Shaq, Kobe Pau Gasol era Laker fans. We underappreciated him. Every time he'll get hurt, we'll be like, "Oh, there you go again. He's hurt." It was a painful experience whenever he falls on the ground. You'll think a whole bunch of dominoes are gonna fall and a brick is gonna land on his head on some Final Destination 5 shit or Final Destination stuff, you know? I'm a little exaggerated, but y'all get the picture. So you look back at Anthony Davis, he spent 6 seasons with the LA Lakers. Of course, he was traded from New Orleans to LA for Alonzo Ball, Josh Hart, Julius Randle, and Brandon Ingram, and some draft picks. Why? Because LeBron doesn't like to work with young players. He needs veterans. He needs top 75 players. He needs all stars. And they brought in Anthony Davis at the beginning of the 20, or I'm sorry, at the end of the it was like 2019 he came to LA, whatever. So every year in LA, I'm gonna give you his numbers. His first year in 2029, 2020, when we won the championship, uh, he averaged 26 and 9, and then the next year, 21 and 7, 23 and 2, 25 and 12 in 2002, 2023, 24 and 12 in 2023-24. And in the last season he spent with the Lakers before he was traded to Dallas, he averaged 24.7 a game, 11.6 rebounds. He led the Lakers this past season in points, rebounds, and blocks. Blocks is a default, right? He averaged 2.2 a game. When he was in New Orleans, he led the league in blocks 3 different times. You have to understand, he was our rim protector. He always had LeBron's ass or any perimeter defender that got beat on defense. He will always prevent players from dunking around the rim on a consistent basis and protecting the glass with block shots and getting a lot of defensive rebounds and offensive rebounds. Without without him, the Lakers do not win the 2020 championship in the bubble, aka LeBron doesn't get his 4th ring, and his tenure in LA will be much worse. So in the 2020 NBA Finals, I'm just going to go over his stats. He averaged 25, 10.7 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 1.3 steals, 2 blocks a game, 57% from the floor. Shot 42% from downtown, 93% from the free throw line. In my opinion, he should have been the finals MVP, but of course, the LeBron haters and the LeBron lovers, the fanboys are gonna riddle me in the comments about that. But I only say that because LeBron couldn't carry the Lakers the year before AD came to LA. They didn't make the goddamn playoffs for crying out loud. And AD was hurt that year. And of course, COVID happened. The league had a 3 month break, right? The whole bubble. And AD was healthy. If AD was not healthy, the Lakers ain't doing nothing. They're not getting no championship. I'm a Laker fan, you know what I'm saying? So I keep it real, bro. But to keep it real, LeBron and AD need each other, though. AD is not a top 75 player if he doesn't join the Lakers. LeBron's Lakers. And LeBron doesn't win his fourth and final, most likely championship if he doesn't get traded to LA. We always are gonna like AD. He never complained. He never requested a trade. The media was slandering him whenever he was hurt or had bad games. He showed up every game. He gave it his all. And yeah, so all right, let's talk about Dallas. So as we know, he got traded in February for Luka Doncic, probably the most shocking trade in the history of sports, not just basketball. That was on February 1st. Kyrie Irving and him only played one game together. AD got hurt in that first game. As we all know, he had suffered a groin injury that sidelined him for a month on shortly after that. He got hurt. He sat out for a little bit and came back. He was out for 6 weeks. And Kyrie Irving tore his ACL in March while he was carrying the team, March 3rd. And of course, he's out until most of next season. He should be back hopefully by anytime between January and March. I'll say realistically February or March. And then in the playing tournament, he absolutely killed it, man. Anthony Davis carried the Mavericks in that playing tournament. They won the first game. It was for the eighth seed. They defeated the Kings 120-106. He put up 27 points and 9 rebounds in that game with 3 blocks. And he lost the grand finale game for eighth place. I'm sorry, that Sacramento game was ninth and 10th place. And then the Dallas Mavericks lost to the Grizzlies 120-106 in that final playing game for eighth place. He put up 40 points and 9 rebounds, and he had a calf strain, and he was still playing through it the entire game till he couldn't anymore. And most of y'all remember he had that abdominal injury most of the season in LA, so he only missed a couple games. He was relatively healthy most of the regular season this season and even the year before. Yes, now he's going to be more underappreciated because now he has a bigger workload than he's had ever since he came to LA in the 2019-2020 season. Why? Because, as I mentioned, Kyrie Irving is recovering from that torn ACL. He's going to be carrying this team by himself with the new upcoming star in the league, the number one overall pick in this year's draft, Cooper Flag. I'm going to do a video on Cooper Flag as well as some other NBA rookies. But Cooper Flag, I believe, is going to get the shine that LeBron had in LA and still has in LA as a rookie. Why? Because he's a first overall pick. He went to Duke. He's white. Yes, I'm not trying to make it a race thing, but it is what it is, man. And if AD is healthy, I'm sure he's gonna ball like an All NBA player. He would have been one this season. He could have been an MVP candidate. People are asleep on AD, man. Like homie is cold, but you got to understand the Mavericks are gonna be loaded, man. They got D'Angelo Russell recently in free agency. He's gonna start with Klay Thompson. Cooper Flag is most likely going to play the three. AD will be the four, and Derek Lively will play the five. And another point about AD, yes, he was like a Pau Gasol with the Lakers. He was better suited at the four. And when we won in 2020 with JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard, he was the four. And ever since then, they both left. They tried to get under Drummond a few years later, didn't work. He's like a Dennis Rodman type rebounder, can't shoot, clogs up the lane for AD and Kobe. Oh, I'm sorry, LeBron. So now Anthony Davis, he requested before he got traded that he wanted a center, and he got his wish by getting traded to the Mavericks, of course. So he got Derek Lively at the five. When Kyrie comes back, they're either going to push D'Angelo Russell or most likely Klay Thompson to the bench as a six man. They still got PJ Washington. You got Daniel Gafford as a second string. Dallas has a lot of sides. They're going to be deadly. I believe Cooper Flag is going to be an instant success as a rookie. He's going to help out AD. And D'Angelo Russell is going to be explosive hitting his threes. He was with the Lakers last season too, before he got traded to Brooklyn again. So this is going to be a high octane offense. Anthony Davis, if he's healthy, is going to lead this team dropping 25 and 10. I guarantee you, 2 blocks, a steal and a half, maybe 3 to 4 assists a game like he always does. He is a top 75 player. I believe he's never won Defensive Player of the Year, which is absolutely shocking to me. He was rookie. No, he was second runner up to Rookie of the Year in 2012-13, lost out to Damian Lillard. He's never been a regular season MVP, but he's made the All-Star team several times. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments about Anthony Davis, about his tenure to LA, and how he's going to carry the Dallas Mavericks next season until Kyrie gets healthy and Cooper Flag emerges as a rookie, along with D'Angelo Russell. I'm gone.